Hi everyone. So as you would have seen on my social medias a couple of days ago, I posted this image. Just thought I would come on here and explain a bit more about what I meant in this image that I posted. So basically I had a column that said bank statement, and in brackets it says them, and another column that says bank account. Underneath that it says us. Okay, so our bank statement is what we receive from our bank at the end of every month. They physically either mail this to us or we receive an email from our bank. So FNB or Standard Bank or ABSA, and it tells you, it'll have every transaction that has occurred in your bank account. So money coming in, money going out. That is reflected on the bank statement, okay? And then the bank account, us, is what we record in our books. So that's everything in your cash payments journal, your cash receipts journal, everything that goes through us that we know of, we record it in the cash payments and our cash receipts journals. Okay, so the first row has a tick underneath a bank statement and a cross underneath bank account. So what I mean by this is that we now have a value that is reflected in our bank statement, but it's not reflected in our bank account, in our books. So this figure is now in in FNB's books, but it's not in our books. So now we need to go and record this in the cash payments or the cash receipts journal. It depends what the figure is. So common things that happen under this scenario is bank charges. So we won't know of our bank charges until we get our bank statement. And with that, we'll put that in the cash payments journal because bank charges are an expense that we need to pay off. Okay. So in the second row, I have a cross under bank statements and a tick under bank account. So what happens here is that now we've received our bank statements and we've correlated it to our bank account, and we've noticed that a figure is reflecting in our CPJ or CRJ, but it's not reflecting in the bank statement. So this is now where outstanding deposits and outstanding checks come into account, okay? So when something is reflected in our books, but it hasn't been reflected in the bank's books, so in FNB's books, we record this in the bank reconciliation statement. So we're saying we've recorded it and we've recorded it right, then the bank, we need to wait on the bank to receive it or pay it. Okay, so that's why it goes into the bank reconciliation statement. So in the third row, there's now a tick under bank statement and a tick under bank account. This means that the figures have been reflected in both the bank account and the bank statement. So FNB has it as well as we have it. So that's when you just tick off and move on. I hope this makes a bit more sense in the image that I shared, and that if you have any more questions, feel free to message me, feel free to comment, interact with me. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.